you?
I should have been casting this and Yako at the same time.
You got it, bro. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I just want to eat tacos, so you're welcome to commentate.
Dude, same.
I walked through that kitchen, bro. I was drooling down my chin.
Oh, yeah, just opted one so quickly, and I don't know how this is
I don't know how this didn't start, because I feel like, well, when we hopped into the Optic match, like, this one was just finishing, right? That was like 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was a long time.
All right, well, but whatever. Who do you got in this, though? G2?
I have no idea.
I mean, I'm going G2. I'm leaning G2.
I mean, based on what we've seen, I think you know that, but I wouldn't surprise me if C9 won.
No, not at all. Not at all. I mean, I don't think anything would surprise me this weekend, outside of, like, if Optic lost.
Yeah, that'd be the only surprise.
That would surprise me now, but that'd be about it. Anything can happen in this one. Definitely potential to go a little bit longer than our 3 maps. Our schedule a little all over the place now. Is this one? Yeah, should have been going at the same time as the Optic match, but
it's the way online works.
But yeah, sure does. Crimp trying to get behind enemy lines, maybe find 2, instead gonna set up Estriel to get his kills. They've been such a dynamic duo so far this weekend, and they continue cutting them down. All you're seeing on the feed is Crimp and Estriel, Dravik in hand. And when your subs are finding success, guess what it does? Open up positions for your other players. This guy's found an opening there for a moment, but finally a volley of kills there for Cloud9.
Yeah, but Vivid snuck on through, so he's gonna flip the spawns for P3. So Vivid's able to get top range, and you find the rest of this time if you are Cloud9. That's gonna be the big question. Looks like they're not gonna find it in the non-rotation. Beans loses a big one, so great shots out of Mamba. It felt like you would have had top lane control, been in a really good spot, but Minnesota been able to bounce back.
All right, bounce back, and now what kind of time can you actually turn this into? Crimp just playing from a nasty heady, but nades coming in. They takes a bullet or 2, and he's cleared out of it, pressured out of Skies to step up to the plate, and he steps up in a big way, knocks it out of the park with a double. Help is now coming in. He's gonna get through.
Stop shooting.
Could have 4, but he ends up getting 3. Do you think he died?
Yeah, he definitely did. He had no. He thought he died. That was pure muscle memory right there.
100%.
But this has been unreal.
I can't wait for him to snap back, and he just like didn't. He's like, that guy's dead.
I mean, they win that rotation, big gun fight by Mamba right on the beans, and then they have had full control. Plus, you have P4 spawns right now, so that's what Afro is doing. He's trying to go on a long round all the way down low, and there is an opening now for them.
And I mean, I feel like a lot of Skies' career, he was that guy. I know the last couple of years have been a little shaky, but he would be the bailout. Like teammates drop, he's like, don't worry, boys, I'll pop a triple. There you saw the moment of brilliance. He's playing for one of the stronger positions on this map, but still incredible job there. They get the lead, what, 40 or so? Beans centering on point. Shots are clean. His subs are picking up kills as well. They've got house locked down completely. Now, pressure to Minnesota to try and break, but Max not going to let them push. He's going to push outside. They find every single kill. That's 4 dead. They're spawning all the way out backside L, and now this is great for Cloud9.
Yeah, nice little transition there for C9. Because it looked like they weren't going to have those spawns. And while they were fighting, Afro was the first guy. He wins a couple of big gun fights, allows his teammates to push on through. Another 4 dead. This is the money hill when it comes to Scar.
Cloud9 have been money, at least for these last 40. Trying to fan out his Afro, taking her out. It's been sniffed out. Nice play from Mamba, just making sure he can't get through as we set up for 5 here shortly. They have made completely locked in, just making sure there are no openings. And this is what I like about, like, this is what's so fun this year so far, like traditional 3-lane maps. Like, a player can watch a whole lane by himself.
100%, yeah.
It's not like, hey, there's a second floor, there's a basement, there's a door. It was literally possible for one person to watch a lane in some of our maps.
Yeah, it just created some awkward timing.
It's just RNG. It literally added like a random element to it sometimes based on timings. Yeah, we already have timings when the maps are basic. We don't need to have more.
They do have to be careful here because that back spawn is open. Like, nobody's blocking it. We've seen it a couple of times, so we'll see what happens based on a couple of these kills. Who spawns where? But it looks like they're going to be safe for now just due to Mamba. He's going to be the first player to spawn on up. So nice response here from Cloud9, or sorry, from Minnesota. After Cloud9 was doing a great job at that P4.
It seems like they've just been trading hardpoints, right? Like, just back and forth, back and forth. It's going to be, at least for now, it feels like who's able to chain together too. Who gets a big break? More than likely it'll be it. Or, well, can you get a lot of time at a difficult middle hard point like P1?
Yeah, maybe chain 2 together.
Yeah. I mean, it's just, no one's been able to do that, right? Like, it's just been solid hold, solid hold, solid hold as they continue to alternate. But pressure to G2 to try and break now. not looking like it's going to happen as everybody drops outside of Crimp. Crimp's double, though, keeps them at least a little bit of a foothold towards the fight. Afro wants to push it out. Crimp gets another. That's a brilliant individual moment there from Crimp. He is last alive, gets 2, then gets the entry for his team. I mean, that was incredible.
Yeah, great stuff from Crimp. And I mean, he struggled a little bit, 11 and 19, now up to 14. But yeah, keeps them on that hill, stops the momentum for Cloud9. But, well, Vivid's going to change that. He's going to pop a triple of his own, trying to get this final 20. Plus, you see the minimap starts to flip. There is one player who's pushed down. That's Mamba. He might get lost behind enemy lines.
This is one of, like, the streakiest grouping of players I've seen, like, a 4v4. Like, so,
just forwards, all 8 of them?
Yeah, he kind of feels that way. It's potential to go nuts and then die 6 times in a row. Like, 10 points separating them. Next point up, first in, will be Cloud9. Dude, the colors, I swear I'm going to lose my mind this game. I'm going to lose it. My brain is melting. I'm going to literally get a nosebleed from colors.
Well, it's just some of these players have been on the other team.
Yeah, no, that's what messes with me as well. 100%. Every time I keep seeing this purple at the feet, I'm like, oh yeah, G2. No, that is not G2.
It's not G2. That is Cloud9. They take the lead. So doing a great job at that P1, and now the transition towards the P2. Vivid, he's up to 22, just playing his life on the hill, waiting for his teammates. All the M15 starting to hit, and well, now there's that momentum we were talking about.
Yeah, there was, I mean, we were talking about chain together too. I think after Crimp's play, it was Vivid's answer. That was huge, right? Because not only did that, well, make sure they kind of split time on that point, but then set them up for this. I mean, when you clear 3, it just gives them the map position, turns into a lot of time here. They were down, when we went to the P1, were they down like 20?
They're down like, 30 or 40,
down, I think. Okay, more, yeah. But there's that chain that puts them out in front. Now it's like when you feel like you need a big answer from G2. This is a huge hard point for them. Mamba trying to do it inside. He's going to get dropped. Next person up should be Estriel, but he's going to have 2 players to deal with. There's a pinch opportunity, though, because Sky's the position he's got into. He'll have eyes from top window. Now you're in a difficult spot for Cloud9. You have every angle to worry about, but they'll deal with Skies.
Spawns are flipping now, right? You're just waiting for your teammates to spawn up and just trying to figure out where the enemies are. But if you are G2, you've handled this well because, I mean, Cloud9, they've been playing for map position, trying to flip the spawns, trying to set up pinches. Hasn't really happened until the final 15. But Mamba, Kremp, Sky's all going to play safe now as all 4 now set up in a position to lock down P4.
And this is where last time, right, Cloud9 had a really nice hold, yeah? They had a great hold, early setup. G2 not really able to break. So we'll flip it on its head and see what Mamba in Minnesota can do. So far, so good. They bury everybody outside of Afro. Next spawn comes in for Cloud9, and they're trying to hit it from every single side. There's a chance here. You see the white arrows, heads on a swivel. They're trying to deal with everything. If you want somebody to get cracked, maybe it is Crimp. He's at least able to get one, but there's going to be pressure to the point. That'll be Matt getting in, and that's a quick break and a big one.
Yeah, massive break there from Cloud9. Plus, you get the back spawns. There's a little bit early pressure,
that looks absurd.
But unreal shots from Matt. He just does a little hop up, does it again onto Crimp.
Yeah, it was like a little, was that just a jump or did he like wall bounce?
No, it did like a little hop on.
Yeah, it looked weird though. Like that animation, I was like, good luck killing him.
Maybe that's a Wallace issue we're talking about.
Yeah.
That's that setting you're randomly jumping off of stuff.
Oh no, literally, I jump off of everything. It's disgusting, but also a blast. 40-year-old bald kangaroo, moving and grooving. Cloud9, due to these last 3 hard points, put themselves in a position to close out this game. They'll need, what, 36 points after that one. On the rotation, though, G2, your chance to answer. You got broken quickly at the last hard point. This time, you need to set up a stalwart defense. They have their positions on the map. Vivid, though, with an opener, that's the call to go for. Vivid's going to be able to get 2. Afro, another 1 player remaining. That'll be all 4. That's another quick break. You do still have the close spawns in the back and a great nade from Skies as it's chaos here at the hard point.
Yeah, Mac did earn a Hellstorm there, so I wonder if he's going to call it an hour or save it. You still have forward pressure from Beans. Just so difficult to break this back spawn, so just going to try to go through the front, find those kills with the M15s. Afro's doing it now. It's Beans' turn, switches to the pistol. He sets up Beans to find that triple, but it doesn't matter. Close spawns for Minnesota. Allow them to get the rest of this time.
And there's an example of the wall running. You're pre-aiming low in a push, and they just come flying over. Not a chance to get that kill. 15 points between them. The last couple of seconds trickling to G2. 1 or 2 more players do spawn for Cloud9 in the back. Trying to pick that up will be Mamba. Not really able to do too much as he gets dropped. P1 is back in our 3rd set. And we'll pop out to the Skycam to get a look at the layout here for both teams. And what are you seeing towards mid? A lot of purple.
Yeah, I mean, you have top green controls. You're getting shots in from Afro. Beans does get taken down, but you have a lot of control. And this is a hill, a P1. You have a ton of cover, but the trophy, the nade's going to connect. So you get one player off it. Number 5 does spawn behind him. So Kremp, maybe you're waiting on him, but it might be a little bit too late. Estro, Kremp, they both find the kills, but Afro continues to have a great game at 34 and 20.
And it looked like Cloud9, they just got pushed up pretty far, right? Like, you had 3 by the Hardpoint. 1 was almost pushed up towards P4. Now the streak is going to come in, trying to use that at the tail end of the Hardpoint, maybe set them up for map control as we get into the late part of this. Behind that, can they win? They can't win on this point. They're going to be very, very close, but they have map position for next. How do you do this if you're G2?
I mean, you got to get kills right now, and that's just not going to happen. Just Mac calls in the Hellstorm, plus he's in this position. It looks like Kremp might be able to get there just a second too late. And while we were waiting for that Hellstorm from Mac, and it pays dividends. They get broken at P1, but he has an immediate response. Allows his team to get into that setup and win the map.
We'll see it from Kremp, but they're not able to walk away with the W. They had their opportunities, but I think it was like, what? It was like right after we said whoever changed together Hardpoint first, and then right after that, Cloud9 went 2-3 Hardpoints in a row from down 40 to like up 40, something in that realm.
And then they had the big P4 break, right? That was the key, right? We saw Mac.
Well, that's right. They changed two together and then broke.
Break that. That was your chance if you were Minnesota to get right back into that game. The score streak also helps out there for Mac. He was able to find that, and yeah, just allows them to re-break.
All right, so now as we get to search, I mean, when I think about one side, I mean, listen, we had snipers in so long. Our focus on the snipers, like Beans has been insane. He's hit so many shots. Digits. Skies has been solid. He's hit some, but it hasn't seemed like he's quite doing what we've seen out of Beans.
Yeah, I think it's just been like different styles. It's almost like C9's trying to open up with Beans, where Sky's just locking down lanes, right? Just sort of relying on his teammates to make the plays elsewhere, where Beans is like, I got this, guys. No problem.
Well, we'll check out some of the highlights before we get to the search and destroy, but I mean, you kind of said this is like a 50-50 for you. Who's going to take this? And well, the map one kind of played like that. Both teams had chances to win. It's a, 30-40 point game by the end of it. I could not see enough Scar, though. This map has been a whole hell of a lot of fun. I'm just praying colors for map 2 we're going to go. But
Colossus search?
Is that what it is for map 2?
I think that's where we're going.
All I know is it has been, I think G2, regardless of mode, have been farming on Colossus.
Colossus, yeah.
Just with Kremp and Estriel. They've been so solid there. And we'll see if they'll be able to do that again, but we'll just kind of watch through the highlights towards the tail end of this game. Couldn't quite close it out on the P1, but they had Roto to P2. No chance to get in for the break if you are G2. And that's a map too where like Estriel has been, we've seen several performances on like Scar Hardpoint where he's been nuts. This time not able to quite take over. Was that something that Cloud9 were doing right to kind of, I don't know, slow down Kremp and Estriel a little bit? Because I mean, we've seen them be so good there with the subs in their hands. They did not have that same takeover.
Yeah, I think that's just props to Afro, right? He's sort of the other aggressor on your Cloud9 side, just sort of matching that, right? And you saw just sort of that game flow, the back and forth, but just that final P1 was all for Cloud9.
Yeah, and also true, like that stretch where they didn't have hardpoint control for a long time. I mean, if you're a sub player, you're in hell.
Yeah, you're going on some long routes.
Yeah, no, dude. Long route die, long route dry. Start to get frustrated. And like we talk about how streaky of a player someone like Kremp can be. You talked about before, like hell, we've talked about this playing Warzone, playing pubs, playing ranked. Like you get into a flow, and when your game flow is interrupted, it's like it's hard to get it back sometimes. It is. You know what it's like. I'm not even talking like flow state, just natural game flow.
Yeah, I mean, you're spawning out, you gotta take a long route, you get caught. Spawning out, gotta take a long route, you try to make your play, maybe you get one, but then you spawn up again. Oh, you're all the way across the map, and it can just be frustrating on some of these more traditional maps. Spawn's so important.
No, they certainly are. It's nice to just have some traditional 3-lane maps in. Scar, a great view of it. It's just funny to see, like, I feel like sometimes we just watch the mini-map for the most part when we're compensating. And, like, some maps we've had for the last few years, like, you're just watching an arrow hold a lane, but it's, like, tweaking. Yeah. Now you're just literally, you see the arrow standing still.
You see the guy sliding back and forth.
Spawned it, or maybe you're, like, shouldering or something, but Just watching a lane seems a little more simple. Granted, with the wall jumping, sometimes you're holding a lane, you're not holding the right height, and you get fried, as we saw a couple of times. But hopefully we load it into the Search and Destroy here in a moment. Not a whole hell of a lot of teams remain. We've got 4 left. This is fighting for top 3. Winner of this will get into the losers final to fight against Orgulus. Winner of that, then we'll meet up with Optic. But it feels like everyone's fighting for second right now. It feels like they're fighting for second, literally. And I'm not just saying this like overgas Optic. They've been that good. They have not dropped the map. They are dominating their competition. Part of me, like, we're cast the final. I would love to see like a competitive final. I don't know where the hell that's coming from.
Yeah, I think if there's a team again, it's probably Orgulus. Maybe if they jump out to an early lead, like in a Hardpoint, then it was a pretty close den.
Yeah, maybe someone could take I guess Hardpoint would be the opening.
Yeah,
because the 2-3 has seemed insane for Optic.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah,
but we got to get there first. Yeah, and honestly, props to both of these teams because did not have them fighting for a top 3 spot.
No, we didn't. We knew there'd be some surprise, but there have been a lot. Which one of these will be into the top 3? Because I think either. Will Orgulus be my favorite of them? Sure, but like Orgulus just got slammed. Sometimes that can be demoralizing. Like when you get beat that bad by like an Optic, you gotta bounce back. It can be difficult to do. It's a little, maybe it's a little easier when you're like at home playing online versus like, I don't know, being at an actual event, but or maybe it's harder. I'm not sure.
Well, I think it's just so early. It's just sort of like, I'm sure they're going back watching that game and still just like trying to fix things.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Every single match, these guys are just sort of collecting, just figuring out what they need to do.
I'm grabbing one of these water bottles, Joe. I'll be right back. I'll see you in a minute.
Beans, this is what we kind of talked about, right? Just sort of the different play styles with these snipers where Beans, he's running forward. You might see somebody like Skies, but look at Skies' arrow. He's going to be on the top side of the map, just locking that down.
I'm back.
Well, Beans not going to connect, but Kremp, this has just been his playground. So good at Colossus.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to deal with Kremp or Estriel on this particular map. We saw just fry thieves here. Angle for Skies. 2v2. Each team has a sniper. Skies will hit the shot. Beans wiggling around and now put into the dirt. 1 versus 1 though. Skies, sniper in hand. Afro, 69 HP. 20 seconds on the clock. Bomb in hand for Afro.
And I think he just still has the pistol. If you are Skies. Yeah, so he's going to be sliding around, able to spot him. Goes for the little quick peek and, well, not going to work. And if you're Afro, you have to plant this bomb as well. So we're going to be hanging out for 45 seconds. Yes, you need to plant.
Oh, I did not think about that.
Yeah, no, if you're the attacking team.
That's all right. So what do you want to talk about, dude? All right, we saw Predator last night. That was dope.
Dude, that was real quick.
You haven't seen Badlands yet? That was awesome. I'm not a big like action movie guy either, and that was awesome.
Good pace to it.
Yeah, that was a blast.
When you talk about the tacos that are in the kitchen, I'm excited for that.
Shut up.
I'm excited for that.
There better be some left. Poor Joe yesterday. Listen, this I'm gonna tell you as a commentator. One of my biggest stresses each day is depending on our match schedule, if I'm going to get screwed out of food. Yeah, or when I'm going to eat, or like if it's catering, if there's going to be food left, or like there's a window usually. Well, here's a little different, but like at events, you have like a catering window. And like if we have a 5-game series, we might just miss the window to eat. And I'm pissed.
You're stressed out.
If there's no tacos left, I'm going to go into the control room. I'm going to drop kick everyone individually.
We can order you more. It's okay.
Okay, thank you.
We'll take care of you. It's what we do.
Good old taco predator rant while we waited for the time to dwindle.
Such a stressful life you have.
I do.
Yeah.
I have the least stress in my life possible, which is why I'm going to live to be 125.
I just see it. I don't know.
I wake up each day. I'm like,
everybody would be very surprised, but I wouldn't be.
I got to work out. What game am I going to play today? What book am I going to read? That's my struggle each day. It's a wild life, but Cloud9 take the early edge, and now after the round 1 bug is out of the way, we don't have to deal with that anymore. Offense for G2. The purple team is purple, and I am vibing.
Yeah, no, it's my swimming map 1. I was trying hard.
I have to lock in so much more. Viewers are probably like, it's not a big deal. I'm telling you, man, when you're talking fast and going through stuff and the pace of this game, it trips you up.
You just see the color. That's sometimes what you talk off of.
100%. They're going to try to double chow this. Mac at least gets 1 before the trade is through.
Is that a hit marker?
I don't know, like that swap was.
Yeah, swap.
I wasn't actually sure if that was an astral hit marker or a snipe hit marker or what we just saw.
Okay, so it's a 1-for-1 so far. 45 seconds off the clock, but one of the smaller maps, so a lot of time to work with. Still have both snipers up on each side. Sky's just watching this B side. Beans, it looks like he's going top middle, so he might not have a sniper this round.
He probably does.
Yeah, okay, I lied.
Yeah, he probably does. He just doesn't care.
No, doesn't care. You have the movement, just throw a shoulder. Estriel, though, he's going to find the second in the round, start to plant this bomb.
Dude, every time we hop to Estriel, it was like a weird hit marker, but that was just the tail end of his kill. Beans almost giving a haircut, but it's Skies dishing out the haircuts. Afro now bald. Beans now gone. Did he get sniped as well?
Yeah, Skies with 2.
Skies hitting. We thought the advantage made to Beans with a sniper. Maybe it's not the case at all. Let's see it from Skies. POV, we can get both. Or maybe just the last one.
Yeah, nice shots out of Skies, and he's just been so consistent with this. I mean, a great search player, but don't always remember him with this.
Nice shot. Now the first one, the last one ends up being pretty much a gimme. Well, no, nice little flick, but that first one, dude, he just saw the forehead of Afro. To 1-1 we go. Skies leading the way.
Dude, if snipes are in, bro, we can probably get you to like Crimson rank. Think about it.
Did somebody snipe?
Yeah, just let you snipe.
Yeah. Well, it's weird. I snipe on like every game. I just never snipe that much on COD. Like in Warzone I have, but not much on like MP. But I'll be a demon.
Yeah. Have you locked him down lanes, just like Skies right here. He's at a 1 versus 3. A very quick round from C9, and we're just going to try to wrap this back towards B. And again, just do not give this guy some single chows.
1v2 is doable. Finds an M15 to work with. Hoping to open it up with a sniper, and then he maybe had a second to pull, but I like the trigger discipline because he could catch him on bomb. Oh, doesn't catch him. Now Afro gets the dance. Can he buy enough time for his teammate? Oh my God! Skies with the 1v2. Oh Lord!
And that's why people want snipes in Caesar Skies Bueno. What a shot. I mean, the confidence as well. He knows, doesn't have a lot of bullets in that M15, is ready for the chow, hits the quick scope.
Let's see it again. Yeah. Let's see this one more time.
So hits the first on a Beans. Beans is going for a nice little jump snipe. Yeah, how many bullets does he have left in? I mean, he had 14.
Vivid just... He had about 37 HP.
There's a lot of flinch. There's not really
It's not that much. There's not that much, is there?
Not that much.
Not that much. Holy hell. 6-1 for Skies. Yeah, I take it back. I was talking about Beans sniper coming into this, but it is the Caesar Skies Bueno. Domination. Mamba opening her up. He's got help from Estriel. Cloud9 just getting dumped, but Afro's 2 makes it a little more interesting. Now we'll see if Afro can clutch up in the 1v2. He was just on the receiving end of a 1v2. No opportunity to do it. They will swarm him, and G2 Minnesota continue to go big on Colossus.
I was gonna say I'm already talking about vetoes, bro. You cannot let this G2 team play Colossus.
No, I didn't even. No, in Hardpoint either.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
They've been so
Skies
good here.
putting you in a montage. Crimp dropping 50. I'm not playing it. Absolutely not. This is their playground. We're not done yet, though. It's just a 3-1 advantage, but Afro's got 5. The rest of the team just trying to get involved. Whether it's been slowed down or sped up, it feels like it's going to G2.
Yeah, just kind of looking at Beans. I mean, he's just been slowed down. We're talking double digits. Last couple of search maps that we've seen from him.
They haven't given him a chance for a first pick.
No.
And it feels like by the time he's really able to take shots at people, they're already in the hole numbers.
Or Skies is watching it already.
Yeah. I wonder if when you go in a hole, they make a change. Like we saw that in a previous series where you just put the step away. Like the FaZe team did, but they're already in a 4-0 hole or whatever it was.
Yeah, too slow on it. Nice trade there on the Mamba. It looked like he was going to win that second one as well from that position. Crimson to get aggressive. Now Estriel is going to fly, and this is what we're talking about. G2 is so confident on this map.
Yeah, you can take position so quickly. It just feels like Cloud9 are being overwhelmed constantly. Afro, another opportunity in a 1 versus 2. All right, well, that's over.
Yep, adios.
3 HP, can't get away. The wallbang comes in, and he will be dropped. That timing was sickening.
Yeah, we were just talking about timing him. Well, there is just the best example of it. My man was looking for the ace in the round, trying to get up to 9, trying to keep his team in the game. Skies, though, he's got the drive it, able to find it. It's the wallbang, the team shot on point. Minnesota's on point.
I just love seeing this for Skies. I mean, he's one of my favorite players. Just personality-wise, he's such a good dude.
Guys,
kind of was in hell a bit last year, but woo, making some plays this year. What a shot. Still on a bit of a streak. 6 straight for him. Round count keeps getting away from Cloud9. They need one, and they need one badly. But it feels like they just have to fundamentally change how they're trying to play this against G2.
Yeah, maybe trying to play a little bit more aggressive is Match. Has Beans watching over him.
Vivid's already been on the receiving end.
Well, you see just all the different angles he's throwing at this, right? Because, you know, Skies gets into this heady, and that just pretty much means it's his lane.
Yeah, they're trying to spot where the sniper is, right? Like, spot both snipers. What lane are they holding? And then do we isolate, or do we stay the hell away?
Yeah, well, you're setting up that Mac play, but Mamba was there. Beans is able to trade it with the grenade. Snipe is put away.
Is that 3 straight first bloods for Mamba? Like,
it might be.
Towards statue, hasn't he got them 3 times in a row? I could be making that up.
No, it feels that way, at least the last couple of rounds. And well, you put the snipe away for that reason, but it doesn't matter. Skies is the last one alive again, and he takes down Beans.
I don't know. If you can hear me, can we pull up the scoreboard? I want to see first bloods. I swear he's just taking his time working statue and getting a pick every time. And like, he's been traded once, but the last 2 he hasn't been.
And that's what you do on these smaller maps, right? Like, especially on attack, just slow it down, allow the defense to sort of get into their spots.
Yeah.
And then you just clearing the normal corners.
Yeah, clear. Well, yeah, and we just have some maps that aren't just filled with clutter, and like, it's just, you have a far simpler progression of clearance, I feel like. One more round, though, for G2, and they'll tie this thing up. They had their chances in the hard point, but came up a little bit short. Some clutch plays from Cloud9. They're going to need a lot of clutch plays right now. Mamba has been awesome on this side of the map, but it's a crimp nade that actually starts us off. The first bloods just continue for G2. They've had numbers.
Just late.
Numbers so often when they don't have numbers, it's Skies clutching in a 1 versus 2. 1 player remaining in Afro. He's been in his set of 1v3s, 1v2s, 1v you are dead. Not able to come up with any clutches. Caesar, Skies, Bueno, the only clutch, and that's a 6-1 victory in Search and Destroy. For G2 Minnesota as they tie us up 1-1.
I mean, Skies only dies 1 time. This is what we wanted to see, sort of.
Yeah, it was like round 1 or something, too.
Beans versus Skies, and well, Skies wins that one. Great plays, an unreal clutch from him, keeps the momentum on their side, and now we're headed back to Scar for overload.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's has literally, all the searches we have casted or watched, he has had his way with the sniper in hand. Literally, he's been doing whatever he wants. It does not happen there. And now you're thinking if this goes to 5, what, you try putting it away and playing this differently, or just with it being a different map, do you feel a little bit more comfortable?
No, I'm sure he'll pull it out on that map.
Yeah.
But yeah, just this map is all G2.
I mean, this has got to be the G2 pick, right? I mean,
well, first bloods, there's your 3. Yeah, 3 from Mamba.
Yeah, I wonder if I think it was those 3 in a row. They had what, 5-2 in the first blood department.
Well, look at just everyone's non-traded kills. Just
well, we're gonna see. I think Shotzi and Zuma reacting to that snipe from Skies. I'm imagining they were kind of like us because I lost it. That was incredible. Here we go.
It's gonna be whoever. Oh!
There's a flow state right now, bro.
Tom was just gaslighting all of us. He brought it up.
What the flow state?
Oh my god. Oh my god. See this guy?
It's like sometimes as a commentator, you try to like react in a professional commentator manner and say things. Sometimes you just yell because that was just, I mean, we had the same reaction. Oh!
Yeah, it's just disgusting.
What do you do? No, that was gross. Quick scope through the flinch straight to the dome of Vivid, and they didn't look back after that. That feels like, dude, honestly, that was that G2 team, the Minnesota team last year, bro. 1 big play, and they just stomp everyone.
That's true.
1 big play, and they run through a completely different roster outside of Estriel.
It's just on the G2 org. Huh?
Apparently, because that's all I can remember from last year, bro. 1 person pops a 3-piece, and then suddenly the best team in the world. Skies hit that sniper, like, all right, this team is.
I think my favorite thing throughout all of that is that, like, Shots is hanging out, and then there's just Hook grinding away against bots.
Oh, absolutely. He's just slamming bots,
just slamming them. Always has.
Absolutely love it. I believe we're going to be headed to a quick break before we get to the map 3. Hopefully you're enjoying the incredible plays that we've had today from these players. We'll continue on with the tournament in just a couple of minutes.
I'm taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like the 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots.
We are back and about to get into our map number 3. Series tied up 1-1 between G2 and Cloud9. Taking a look at their stats from this weekend on Overload. What are you seeing, Joe? What's popping off the page for you?
Well, I mean, C9 3-1, but I guess goals per game, just depending on the map, that may change some things. But G2, 5 per game. That's great for them.
Especially with some of the games we've seen, especially on Scar. You're not seeing a whole lot of scores, but both teams maybe surprised to see them here. But the fact is, they have made the run deep into this tournament, fighting for top 3. Winner of this, again, taking on Orgulus. We're getting close. Hopefully map 3 is starting.
Hopefully it is. That's the goal. But this happens online. You know, I'm happy it's happening today, not yesterday, because yesterday could have been an insane day with all the matches.
Well, I think it did. It's just with so many matches going on, like that's why the first window was like 2.5 hours because there's just so many matches going on. We were hopping around so much. It's just way more obvious than there's 2 matches going on because we're just literally waiting. Yeah. We had other COD to hop to yesterday, you know?
That's a great point.
Now we don't, unless it was like Ant and Study playing in the background. I don't know. But fly through is in. Match should be getting started here. Thank you for watching at home. We're having a whole hell of a lot of fun. Black Ops 7 about to be a lit year for the CDL when we get to the season start in a couple of weeks. This is just the Monster Launch Invitational. Shout out Monster for having this event. They're funding it. We love them.
We sure do.
They create delicious nectars of the gods to provide you with energy and fun. There we go, ready to go. Map 3, series tied. Who you got in map 3?
I'm gonna go G2. I like what we've been seeing from Kremp and Estriel on this map, just staying very aggressive with those SMGs.
See if they can ride the high of that search and destroy. We played Scar for map 1, and G2 came up a little bit short. Very winnable map for them, just too tough of a stretch where Cloud9 kind of took over 3 to 4 hard points.
Well, not a great start for my prediction.
Cloud9 trying to keep the success going on Scar. This is going to be an opening score. Good call, Joe.
Yeah, just listen to the opposite whatever I say.
Well, sometimes when you're a Browns fan.
Leave me alone.
I don't even have anything else to go with that.
Just leave me
sometimes
alone.
when you're a Browns fan, that's it. It ends there. I'm getting my bald head powdered right now. You can't see it on camera, but
I got you.
That's because I get real shiny.
I mean, Vivid, he's still 4-0. Afro's going to find the 3rd, and well, Vivid's just going to go. So it's going to be all 4 dead. Couple of players off spawn. Trying to slow him down, but Vivid, his teammates, just going to back up to him, play a little bit safe. Possession of this EMP is over to C9. We'll see where they end up going with it.
Looking to push it long, but Sky's trying to hold the line, and he's able to do just that. That'll be a pick onto the EMP player. He's 3 HP, just trying to hit wall bangs. He hip fires Afro through the wall. The flashy plays from Skies continue.
What the hell is this guy doing, bro?
I don't know, man.
He's been playing Val and just shooting through walls.
I love it.
In the meantime, very similar to what we saw like Shotzzy do, Estriel, he just kind of cuts the middle of the map and just gets into green. Just trying to be annoying in the side of C9, and well, it's going to work because his teammates find kills through the middle of the map, and Kremp's able to get it into B, and well, he's able to stay alive as well, so now you have a chance to really put 2 together due to that spawn. You just have to wait for it to reset. Estriel's going to pick it up, and well, C9, they have to deal with this man.
Here we go, sliding through. Back-to-back scores. The lead for Cloud9 disappears. Joe's prediction looks a whole hell of a lot better now. As G2 go out in front, Mamba finds a double, and they'll still keep a forward pressure here. You've got Mamba on one side. You've got Skies on the other. Skies has now gotten into their house, and he's going to try and get some shots in the back. He does that, but then gets teammated by Kremp, so it's still going to be a score. You're going to lose a little bit of the control you have, but this has been a sensational 90 seconds.
Yeah, doesn't get much better than that. The only way it gets better is if they score 4th. So we shall see. They are set up. Skies is playing side, but they know. We have to rotate it out. That's a tough part, right? You have them spawning in the top corner. That means they'll have some angles on that reset, but a nice job just possessing it, trying to rotate it out.
Yeah, I mean, they got 2 minutes to work with the score once. You're just trying to get that 4th without giving up anything extra. This actually, considering how good it started for Cloud9, they have been getting murdered since then. They haven't
had map control, and they hadn't been able to get these guys out of their base. It's going to happen again.
When you are always fighting in that back street by your goals, it's probably not good. It's like if you're a football game and you're constantly fighting inside your own 20-yard line, probably not having a great day.
Not having a great day at all. Still 2 minutes. Estriel, he's got the EMP. two are gonna go down. This is what I'm talking about. Him and Kremp just so good on this map with the SMGs. That will be 3 dead. You gotta find beans, and they do. Couple of players off spawn.
Okay.
And well, there's a little good defense here for C9.
As much as we're talking about how great G2 has been and what they need to do to try and end this half, like for Cloud9, like can you just get, I don't know if you're getting to 4 first with 90 seconds remaining, but can you get another score up? Can you get this like a 3-2, maybe somehow a 3-3? Or are you just happy to end this 3-1 right now, or down 1-3, I guess? Are you happy with that?
It might be the way, just Mamba's behind enemy lines. You see that number 2. The problem is, though, everybody from C9's a little bit more push forward, and Vivid's going to read that. So great life so far from Vivid. That's going to be 3 dead. You deal with that push.
You deal with it, but like Kremp is still here. He's just behind both of them. He's going to kill both, so they can't even get EMP. And I don't know if that was a comms thing and they didn't know they were missing one, but they didn't seem like they had any idea that he was there.
I didn't even know, honestly. I thought they had 3 dead.
When you said they cleared him out, I'm like, well, yeah.
I thought they had 3 dead outside of Mamba.
They had everybody except for Kremp.
Oh, okay.
Unless Kremp spawned in their base.
No, I obviously didn't. He did not. The one time I'm not looking at the B-map, Kremp makes the play. So here's another chance. 40 seconds to go. Estriel throwing the shoulder, but a big win again. Vivid has had some big plays.
When you said you were like good clearance, I was like, well, outside the one.
I thought I saw 3 dead.
Yeah. No. They got everybody but Kremp. And he is patient, shoots him in the back. But for Cloud9, maybe you survive the onslaught in the sense they don't get 4, but it did not have to feel like a good half.
Well, based on what
overload.
we've seen,
Can you get one in though? Can they score here? It would be massive, but it's just gonna be a one-man mission. And it's gonna end there. Vivid's gonna get dropped, and that'll take us to the half.
Yeah, see, I mean, based on sort of just notions, we thought it was maybe easier scoring towards like the right side of the map, but maybe for what we've seen, it's kind of the opposite. Or it's good. It's a bit of 50-50. There's chances on both sides.
I feel like from what I've just watched this weekend, it's either been left side scoring or just no scoring. Not much at all, you know? Well, I think it's because like if you get pushed up long and like get somebody in their house, yeah, you can set up spawn kills and go crazy. It's just that long push is hard. Yeah. Because like the airplane heady, the long heady that you have as well, like it's like such a power position for the offense if they get there. It's just getting there is so tough.
I mean, just this little jump right here from
that was sick.
Yeah, sick stuff from Kremp.
Like little plays like that, I think, like the movement, I don't think it's gonna be anything that crazy. It's just gonna be little moments like that. That's a kill you could not get on a different title unless you're going back to jetpacks. It's like you're not even ready for that coming off spawn. Are you pre-aiming that jump? No, you're not. You're throwing nades. Nice win from Estriel. Slides just the right time as the push comes in. He'll take down 2.
That's gonna be a score. Oh, I thought it was gonna be. If it doesn't hit those shots, it absolutely is. He had some big moments at the end of last half. Does it again because they were just running forward.
Mac is he's struggling. 7-15, and he's just coming off a spawn and getting slaughtered. The streak continues for Estriel. 17-10 on 6 straight. Give him a score as well. Just able to get through. The streak is done. But that doesn't matter. It's the scoreboard that matters. 4-1 advantage now for G2. Domination continues.
Yeah, now he's got a Hellstorm to work with. So if they ever have to slow things down in the middle of the map, if they keep possession, they can call that in and really slow it down.
I'm fighting off a sneeze. I don't have a cough button. I'm trying my best. I might just sneeze.
Well,
right
sometimes when you talk about it, you're good.
Okay, I'm gonna
put your finger up.
Okay, thank you. I'm gonna sneeze right in Joe's ear. We're good. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that.
It's gone.
Actually did work. What the hell?
I know.
Thank you. It was like 30 straight seconds. I was trying so hard.
We don't have a cough button, huh?
No cough. I was like, what am I going to do? I'm just going to blow up Joe's ear. All right, Cloud9 getting forward. Down 3, a little over 3 to go. They need scores. This is what this should be. Unless like incredible nades hit, this should be a score. Oh God, falls down. Kill. Beans wins his one-on-one. Can he get in? Just gets through you. They had to score there. They had to capitalize. Now within 2, plenty of time to go. Mac is still lurking. And I think it feels like there's much more room, like lurk room.
In green, yeah.
It feels that way, or just easier to get into?
Yeah, I think it's just easier. It's easier to get into. Plus, on the other side, you have like more openings over towards blue.
Yeah, like more things you're worried about for them to sniff you out. Yeah. Whereas you can kind of get to a spot and chill for a sec. Cloud9, though, trying to bring it back. I mean, they were down, 40 in the map 1 Hardpoint. It was on Scar. They end up chaining together a couple big Hardpoints, get a big break, and suddenly they're up 40. They were clutch when they needed to be in the map 1. Can they do it here in the map 3? Just trying to shake off the stomping they took in the search and destroy. Mac started slow. I think I said he was 7-15 30 seconds ago, by the way.
That sounds about right.
That was not long ago, right?
No, it was not long
he was struggling. He came off spawn. He was 7-15.
And well,
that was 14-18.
That's
Okay.
Mac. That's what we know from him. The problem is, though, not able to push off of that. And now G2 have full map control, possession of the EMP. Oh, now they could slow this down with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, this could either be a dagger score or dagger possession, but it's a dagger flipped around and hitting their own forehead, because that is all kills for Cloud9. Map flips instantly. They're all able to come off spawn, but now some massive gunfights and really utility usage. Every nade stun going to be so huge here. Kremp does a brilliant job. Oh, I thought he had the second there as well.
And well, now Kremp just goes. He just flies. He just flies across the map. He knows the timing. And well, that might be the dagger.
They went from 4 dead to Kremp killing 3 and scoring in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, I mean, him and Estral, they find those kills with the subs again. And that's just what I've noticed. G2 just, they feel a lot more comfortable running 2 subs. Doesn't matter the map. It's like them and Optic right now.
Yeah, no, and that's, I thought we'd see more teams change pretty quickly, but I guess it's just that combo of, do we do what we've been doing for the past week?
Yeah.
Or do we switch on the fly and get frustrated? Skies pops 3, Mamba gets a 4th. The scoring may continue here as they look to push it out to 6-2. But 2 drawbacks seems to be the wave. It looks like that push is going to get thwarted, at least for now, or is it? Because Kremp is the miracle worker. Dear Lord, bro, this guy is disgusting.
It feels like once you hit that first shot, like the person just evaporates.
They're gone. They're gone.
They're gone. You're just seeing it all over. This gun is just so good.
I'll say it. I mean, it's more fun to watch with a couple of drawbacks than it is with
100%.
8 and 15. It's just, I'm sure AR players are frustrated, but it's way more entertaining. There's way more movement, and this thing's hitting its range as well. Streak is up to 4. There's simply not enough time now for Cloud9 to get enough loads on through. Dude, he's just been farming. And it's funny because I said, like, it seems like on green you have like more finesse ability, but like you just saw there, you can't hit both houses. You can't. It's just you don't get there as often.
And again, it just feels like G2 have a much better idea of how they want to play the map. Even when they sort of got the ball in the middle of the map, you know they're all spotting backyard. You fake him out going towards A. You rotate it towards B. They know the area so well, just beautifully done. But again, Kremp with this driving so darn good. 32 from my man.
32 and 22, and not to take away from what Skies has been doing with a snipe or the AR. 26 and 18 from Skies after that monster map 2 that he had. And it's just interesting because usually, a lot of times, at least the past 3-4 years, just when control became like a mainstay, usually a lot of our talks about where the big gap was with search and destroy, and like, yes, there's been some of that this weekend, there has, but like, it's really just in the new mode overload. Like, it just seems like there are some teams that are way ahead or have a much better idea of how they want to play it.
Yeah.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
With new modes.
Yeah, it's a new mode. It's a new mode. But it's a big part of why we're saying but yeah, we're gonna be hyping stuff up. We're gonna be reacting live. But who the hell knows how all this looks a month from now as teams get better, teams play catch up. But some people kind of setting the pace right now.
Oh, they are. And yeah, that's just going to be the big thing, right? We obviously get a little preview here as we're taking a look at our stats. And then in a couple of weeks, we'll talk about it more just based off of this tournament with the CDL starting up in a couple of weeks. And then we'll have like sort of the holiday break just leading up to Major 1. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of changes from a bunch of teams when it comes to this game mode.
100%. We'll check out some highlights now. We just chat through the success of G2 Minnesota. I mean, it just felt like the Cloud9, like, really good moments. It was a moment. Like, it was
vivid.
They
like,
struck really quick. They got a score or a big defense. But like, when you talk about overall control, possession, being a threat offensively, it was G2 through 90% again.
No, 100%. Yeah, I mean, just controlling that middle building again. Just the subs with so much freedom, finding the opening, getting behind enemy lines, whether it was Kremp or Estriel. And just how quick they were with the objective. Kind of what we were talking about with Optic. Just feels like they were playing so much faster around the objective. This is like the first time we've really seen it from somebody else.
What do you think, like the damage range is fine, or do you think it's killing a little bit too fast at long ranges? That's the only thing that I'm wondering sometimes. Like, a sub can be if it's going to be a beamer like this, like I don't know if it should kill 5 bullets.
It's much different for me because, like, I mean, back when I was competing, subs just couldn't do this. But I think since
that was just because probably long range aim assist was
correct.
Like,
since like longer range aim, I'm just thinking back. I mean, the 74U. I mean, last year with the Jackal, we've always had sort of like a sub with minimal recoil that could beam from long range.
Otherwise, without long range aims's back in the day, like that's just unkillable. You would never get, like, if there was recoil, that's what I'm saying, you would never get a kill.
Yeah, it's just on the opposite side of that, like the AR, we couldn't shoot that straight long range.
Oh
right?
no, I remember watching I think you were playing like a Black Ops 2 throwback.
Yeah.
So watching like you and Cap, and bro, it was hysterical.
It is hysterical.
Yeah, like you guys were just you're so used to like, because that shifted with what, MW 2019 in Warzone. Yeah. We got the long range aims's, like people were just whiffing, bro. I was crying. But we're taking a look at the bracket here quickly. But like with the sub talk, I mean, you know, you and I have always been proponents of, I think the game is more fun and better when there are more subs. But one of your big things is like, you think when it's like a 2 or 3 sub game for the most part, it really revolves around like a true flex for you, right?
Yeah, I think it talks about the strength of the roster. That flex role becomes more and more important, which I think is always a more fun conversation. I just think you have guys like sort of talked about in the past, like, you know, Draza, what Kleenex would be able to do, like that just gives you advantages with your roster.
It's been weird because it's felt like for so long it was like, can your flex player be a good sub player? Now it's been like, can your flex player be a good AR player like all the time? Because we just haven't really had that.
Yeah, and you've had like
it's just more of a second AR than it is a flex.
Yeah, you've had like a slower, faster AR. That's really been the flex.
Yeah, well, it's more. Sorry, I guess I didn't word that right. It's more like, can your second sub pull out an AR versus like, can your second AR pull out a sub?
Yeah,
I mean, that's it, right? Yeah, that's been kind of the shift. And yeah, I'd like it more to be that third sub. I just think it's just more fun to watch, more crazy playmaking ability. AR players are like, please shut the up right now. That's not what we want at all. But we'll hopefully be into the map here momentarily. G2 looking to close this out. They win. They take on Orglis. Orglis have been a whole hell of a lot of fun to watch. But let's talk about what Skies has been able to do. Overall, KD this series at a 1.32. Hardpoint was maybe not the best for him, but right around a 1, and then after that, he's taken over.
Yeah, I think that the key here, obviously the 9 is like insane. I mean, he was 9-1, but I just think it was just sort of the impact, the clutch rounds, shutting down Beans' sniper, just what he was doing, even being the last guy alive with that snipe.
Yeah, I think it's just probably been a while for him where he's been on a team where he has subs doing this. It makes his life a little bit easier.
It was on Optic last year.
Yeah, but he came. That was just a very broken team. They just weren't playing the game the right way at that point. So that was probably very frustrating. But yeah, that wasn't to take a shot at all. But I was just thinking about.
I mean, probably right now, like surprised in subliners.
Yeah. Yes.
Paco and
like, and I don't know if this is going to continue, if Kremp and Estro are going to be like this the whole title, but with it right now, it gives him so much room to get to his power positions. Like we saw, like the plane heady play. I know they lost that map, but like he has the ability to do it. It's just hard to make plays like that if you're not in your spots. And
yeah, and I think this roster gives him more freedom. Just do what he wants to do.
It should. I would think so.
Snipe.
But I think we're just having a little trouble getting the lobby together here for the map 4. It might just be a minute or two, so we are going to hop to a quick break. We'll try to get back as quick as we can. We'll be back shortly. Tacos in my teeth, dude. we are back to the Monster Launch Invitational. Black Ops 7 is about to be lit. We're having a blast here within this series. G2 up 2-1. Looking to close it out on Den Hardpoint. If they don't hear, they have a chance on Den Search and Destroy. We're staying on Den as we close out the series.
Yeah, we'll see if G2 can get into that top 3, right? Winner of this takes on Orgless. Winner of that will get to our final versus Optic. So Optic's going to be hanging out for a little bit. And, well, we have a draw. So host ended the game. And this is what can happen sometimes online.
Yeah, so if people are wondering, why we're going to breaks or why Joe and I are hanging out yapping for a long time, I don't know if it is a lobby issue or someone not getting in or servers. I don't know exactly what's happening, but the fact is we're having a lot of restarts. So that is the issue. Hopefully that'll get fixed by the time we kick off the CDL. But
no, it will not.
Why did it become so hard to just have 8 people in a lobby and start a game?
It's like the Deddy servers are very odd.
Yeah, but no, I feel like we have issues just playing pubs and stuff nowadays. Like, remember what was it? When did it start like BO3 to restart your game every time you like try to get in the lobby?
Hasn't been a problem in a while.
Has it not? I feel like it's been ages. There's always some kind of like lobby issue.
No.
Like back in the day, it's like as long as you didn't have a closed NAT, you were good.
It's like the Deddy thing.
Yeah, okay.
Now that we have it, some Deddies feel good. Probably some are lagging, stuff like that.
Oh, so you think that was a restart because of lag? I thought it was like I thought it was more like a game lobby.
Bit of both.
So, yeah. Probably both issues. But
we've had like players like connect to Deddies and like you could be in the same room and someone has 70 latency.
No, yeah, I remember like Ken like tweeting out a pic about that or something.
Yeah, it could be odd.
Hopefully.
I don't know that technology, how that works. I have zero idea.
Oh, I don't know much about servers at all, Joe.
Not at all. Not at all.
Some feel good, some feel bad. 2-1 for G2, and this has played out if you're joining us late. We should be closing out this series here shortly. But yeah, no, this one, it's insane to me though, because this one literally was supposed to be going on at the same time as the Optic series. I feel like that ended 2 hours ago.
Yeah, about an hour ago. Probably at this point.
Flying through the map before a Den gets started off. Bump, bump. That's a pretty.
There's a helipad on this map?
All right, that's a pretty cool helipad. I didn't know that either, yeah.
It's gotta be on the edge somewhere.
You think you could fly a helicopter?
No, I don't think so, no.
Okay. Yeah, I tried it in a video game, couldn't, so I don't know.
Yeah, no, you probably need a lot of training for that.
Probably.
Pretty risky.
Mac needs training with his Simtexes. He'll be taken out of it into the point first. Will be G2 as they get set up. And yeah, I mean, everyone's had their moments. We've highlighted a lot of players for V2, but it's still going to be this sub front. Can they keep dominating? And again, it just makes the rest of the team's jobs easier if they are. But they get pushed out of the point early on, trying to retain at least this side of the map for rotation, and they've got that as they deal with Mac trying to slip through.
Yeah, but Vivid's just been soaked, and he's been playing his life, putting shots in. Nobody's able to get a nade onto him, so great stuff so far from Vivid. And the rest of C9 after they broke down through at the start.
Yeah, it's like if you're not going to flip spawns, I mean, take whatever time you can. Yeah, and they're able to do exactly that. I mean, 35+ points on opening Hardpoint, starting on like that quote-unquote weak side, I guess, with where P2 goes. So he'll take that all day. Now, can you turn this into a quick break, or is it going to be a G2 answer? Skies yet to drop, and he's got multiple in front of him, and he's gonna keep on challenging, or will he just play for the streak? He's at 5 HP, so he'll back down for now, and that timing on the rechal is a thing of beauty. 5-0 for Skies. His hot hand continues, and all this time the way of G2.
Yeah, bad spawns though. They didn't block.
Turn hits.
It did not block, and that's the key, right? They don't block, and now 2 are gonna go down. You kind of saw Mamba turn around there. I think Kremp as well, but it wasn't in the usual spot. And well, that is just, I mean, mistakes are gonna happen early in the game.
Yeah, it's tough. You make such a good play, and then you just don't make the basic play of keeping the backside spawns. It opens up, and Cloud9 get a gift wrap present there from G2, and that'll keep the lead extending for them. Now we're off to the races here on rotation, watching Afro as he's sprinting across, trying to get there before Mamba does on the other side. Mamba is really going to be in like a 1v3. He's probably, I was going to say wait on your team, but okay, if you're able to go in and win the opener, just go. That sets them up for success, and unfortunately, Mamba dies with a nade in his hand, I think, and that ends up taking out Estriel, so it looked good for a second.
No, I thought it was a massive win. I thought that would have started. And well, he's going to win another big one-on-one. Gets a third. So Mamba, he is the reason why G2 able to break this hill. He continues to go. My man is frying, winning all those gunfights. Nice multi-kill from Mamba.
Yeah, I was literally going to say, like, wait, because he was just like solo challenge. But when you win the solo challenge,
that looks great.
Yeah, it looks real good.
The problem is outside of Mamba, no one else has really got a kill in some bits. So that's going to be 3 dead, make it all 4.
Yeah, I think Skies went like 5-6 straight kills, now 5 straight deaths. And well, that's because they've been trying to break after that spawn out, right? A little bit more difficult. I wish that's like a KD I almost wish we had. Like, it'd be kind of hard to...
KD with spawns and without spawns or something?
Yes. Yeah. So KD on the hold versus KD on the break or something like that. Because I'd like to see the difference between like ARs and SMGs. And I don't know how you would define that exactly, but it'd be interesting.
Could be interesting, yeah, 100%.
Time, though, soaking right now for G2. Looking to close out this series. Cloud9, though, through the back, trying to open things up. Skies and Mamba want no part of it. Mamba twice is able to seal the deal, and Estriel will close out the fourth. So good sequence this time, nice and safe in the back, making sure nobody able to spawn in the back and maybe disrupt their flow. Great hold and stretch.
That was a nice hold because they were tight, right? I mean, Cloud9, they were through back dojo. They had the spawns, they were blocking, but you win all of the gunfights from the hill. And well, look at the top left. I mean, you were on 11 in a row if you are G2, about to tie the game up. And, well, we're also going to have some of that this year.
Well, also highlights, I mean, exactly what I was just talking about. From like the kill standpoint, yeah, like you got to hold. It's just you rack them up. They take advantage there. But now we get back to the P1. Estriel is still on a bit of a spree here at 8-8. We'll see if he can work out to maybe earn a streak, but it'll be Crimp that's getting the time. This is where what Cloud9 put like 35 seconds up in the opening point. This time though, they're trying to hold on to the P2 spawns as well. They lose one player in position. Estriel's run will end there though.
Yeah, spawns got a little wonky there, but that was all due because Mamba spawned up still at ult. So like just as that hill flipped, then there were splits on both sides. Finally, though, things are going to settle down, but with 30 seconds left.
Can you do the splits?
No, that would hurt.
Oh, I just thought I know you're flexible.
I'm not at all.
Oh.
Not at all.
I just made that up.
A lot of gaming. We're always sitting.
Yeah, sure. Lead change, Lumen, G2. Going in front, number 2. Keep an eye on Mamba. We're going to hop to his POV. He's trying to get in behind and maybe find a timing. Timing maybe not there, but he wins the gunfight. He got sniffed out. You might be able to smell it, but you got to have the gunny to close it out. He'll finally get shut down, but first to the point will be Crimp.
How did that stun miss? Vivid must have been behind the box. I thought he had the play. But now it's Vivid's turn to try to make the play because his teammates don't have the spawns. They're flooding through the front, but you can see how quickly G2 are here. Still able to hold this throw. As I said, nice snap from Mac. Knows there's one more. But beautiful stuff there from C9 as Mac continues.
Yeah, like the nade just to isolate so he gets a one-on-one on the other side instead of being pushed out and pinched. Great there from Mac. Just the insta snap. Cloud9 took the map 1 hardpoint, looking to take both hardpoints in this series to get to the map 5. Similar to, honestly, the first one. Like, they've been battling. Just battling, a lot of trading back and forth. I don't think it's just been, well, the first part of the SCAR was just like great holes, hold. This has been a little scrappier, but still, tighten the scoreline.
And again, C9 are setting this up where, I thought they were going to have them spawning towards the back, but it looks like Crimp's going to get the scrap time on this rotation. Mamba will be the first one, but Mac's going to spot him. So you're a little bit all over the place right now if you are G2.
Just kind of guessed wrong there. Looking right. Push comes in from the left. Vivid thought he had a kill, but he gets stunned and he gets dropped. I think he has both players, maybe 1 HP, but won't actually get either kill. Rest of his team grouped up mid, and they can't get by Crimp. He does it with a sub. He does it with the AR. And that's like these types of points, like you want to push at least from mid and from the front due to where you had Crimp and number 1 and Sky's being pushed out. Like they're just like, where are we hitting from? It looks like Crimp backed up is like, I'll go ahead and take mid.
Yeah, it's all to disguise position, right? You're sort of blocking that, forcing them to spawn mid. Then when you kind of spawn in that doorway, it's just like, what do you want to do? But you're dealing with Crimp. It's so difficult to try to flood through this balcony, and that is all due to that setup. But here we go. C9 maybe bless a little bit as they're going to spawn Dojo 4v4.
Yeah, I mean, that's like your goal when you're holding a Hardpoint, right?
Yeah.
Like make it so they push from one area. Like if you can force that, it's really easy to deal with, right? Well, I mean, not always, but like a lot easier.
Yeah, we've had a ton of the hardpoints like this where it's on like the edge of the map right in the middle. You want to control both sides. That'll spawn them out far, force them to push to the middle.
And you don't deal with flips as much.
Exactly.
Yeah. A little more predictable. Up 20. G2 in control of the hard point again. I made that up. They die instantly, and now it will be Cloud9 as they had numbers. But Cloud9 will look for another lead change within this game. Estriel trying to play spoiler. As a teammate to help. The other two a little bit staggered, so waiting on everybody to group up and get a 4-man push. Beans trying to make sure it's not a 4-man push.
Well, and that's it. They are staggered right now. I mean, you had Crimp early try to go on a long route down low, and once he gets taken out, he loses the one-on-one. They just pretty much just fighting through the front. So here we go. Skies is going to find 2. Can they at least split some of this time? Maybe another lead change gonna come on in, but Mackie, we know what he can do. That man can go off, but it's Skies 4 in a row, trying to keep them off this hill.
Clearing them off, getting the time. We've had so many lead changes. Why not one more as we get ready for our third set? Look at Mamba picking up the push through, picking up the big route. Beautiful play out of him, making sure Mac can't get through, because Mac gets through and gets a kill in the back. Not only do they have hardpoint control, they also get the flip. Unfortunately, though, number 7 in Mac is going to spawn up right in the position he is trying to make a play for it. Mamba's probably going to be pissed.
Well, he's got to turn. As soon as his teammates spawn up Dojo, he knows he has to turn, but he gets caught off guard. I'll tell you what, impressive stuff so far on a Mamba based on what I've seen. Just feels like he puts himself in the right position at the right time.
Sure does.
Well, he's going to do it again. Able to get in the top window. They're going to break this P1.
And now they push forward and try to flip this. It's just that they realize how this split out. So it's going to be 2-2 right now for Cloud9. Estriel, big win. There's one more here that should get traded. Okay, you doubled one side of it. You're set up for P2. Mamba able to get another. He is shooting at 22 and 17. Now Cloud9 all funneled out to the right. G2 have the lead, and they've got an opportunity over this in the next hardpoint to close out the game.
Yeah, it's a big 10 sectors for C9, because if they're trying to get pushed up through lobby, but just trying to put the pressure on before those spawns come in. Not going to get there quite yet. So Afro, he's going to take his time. They find some of the scrap. They know Mamba's in this area behind the stun. Beans goes for the pre-fire through the couch. A nade lands on top of his head. It's a 3 versus 3 inside the hill.
Despite the team nade, the subs step up. Estriel and Crimp has been the story, and they continue destroying. 30 seconds needed for the win. A little over 40 remaining on the hard point. You've got to get into your Cloud9. All the pressure is here. You've got to at least disrupt some of this to make sure you're going to see another hard point. They're able to get into contest, but you still with the back spawn. G2 is just flooding this. They've been so tough to deal with.
That's just tough. Nobody took a route early from Cloud9, so you pretty much are just saying we're squaring up with them. You're gonna take that front spawn and just try to flood. You do flip, but this is not the time that you want. So G2, what do you want to do? Fight for the scrap time, put the pressure on. That's gonna be the play call. They're gonna try to get this final 10. Looks like they will.
Okay, I mean, that could not have worked out better for G2. You get the final 10, you're ahead on rotation. Skies will be the point man on one side. Picking up middle will be Estriel. Now the other two are going to have to rotate over from old. Is Estriel able to hold on by himself? He's got multiple players to deal with. Hits a stun, wins a fight. Estriel is doing just that, contesting it against the onslaught of the entire Cloud9 team. Now the reinforcements are here, and the series is done. G2 move on to top 3 to play Orgulus next. The boys are clicking. They look disgusting.
Teamwork is on point right now for G2, but yeah, especially the subs and in Skies, man. I mean, we haven't really talked about it much, but this guy was fantastic. Search and destroy in jetpack CODs.
Yeah, no, true.
One of those things we don't really talk about with him.
Yeah, he had like a 0.9 or something in the map 1. After that, he was like 9-1 in search or whatever it was. He dominates in the map 3. He puts up numbers here as well. Well, I think, okay, like Crimp, I think led the way, right? But still, he 25 and 17 or something similar in the map 3 as well. A hell of a series out of Skies.
Yeah, Skies is like a different man.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
And me and Jay
that's my P hit, bro. I about took my pants off.
Yeah, me and Jay. Wait, what?
Dude, literally, I about took them off, man.
Dude, he gets him going, dude.
I'm freaky. Nothing gets me going more than a good snipe, you know?
Dude, that means I used to have you turned back in the day.
Sure did, dude.
Blood was flowing.
It's all the right places.
All W's here.